right, baby, welcome back. It's FanView, a real fans talk
Yes,
on sports
sir.
on the New Orleans Talk Network. We are still on our app on NOTN, so if you're still listening to us, you can still listen to us on the app on NOTN. Download on your Google Play or App Store. We are back up, people. Listen, we're getting it in. Are the Patriots the best franchise since 2000? Now that they won Super Bowl 51.
Yes.
In all the sports, not just football, all the sports.
Yes.
Oh, man,
Now, why is that?
Don't get me
tied,
wrong.
Are they tied with San Antonio?
Yeah, 5 rings.
And I'm talking about like for the same run.
Same, yes.
Same.
That means the
Yeah.
Patriots started in 2001.
Because
in
no
2017, so that's about a 16-season run. And the Patriots, and from my understanding is, the Spurs are the same way. They both had 5 titles in 16 seasons.
I mean, this is why I
And
would.
the Lakers got 5 in 17 seasons.
But this is why I say the Lakers are. I mean, not the Lakers, but the Patriots are the best because that is basketball. It's a less physical demanding sport. Football is more parity in football than it is. You could be dominant in basketball. You could have a dominant team in basketball, but it's hard to have a dominant team and be parity because of the parity in football. It's just hard to be dominant for that long. We all know LeBron dominated the East single-handedly for about the same time span. Single-handedly dominated the East. Anywhere LeBron went, they went.
Okay. So the question is,
Football is different.
well, he dominated the NFC East, garbage division.
Man,
Yeah,
look, man,
He
look.
always had Tom
It's
Brady.
the East, though. It's just his division.
But the New England Patriots are going to win that division every year because it's the worst division in football.
I mean, yeah, but it's
It's bad.
It's a
It's bad.
division. But
The Jets are bad.
yeah, but when you see the overall scheme of it, they are, how can I say? In football, it's less likely for a team to be that dominant. And yes, I get that their division is weak, but they've been dominant over the whole AFC.
Yeah, because you know they're going to be in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And they're going to have a first-round bye because they keep playing the Jets and they keep playing the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins every 2 weeks.
Exactly.
They got that's 6 wins every year.
Every
Bro,
year.
They got a curve on everybody.
Look, check this
Okay.
out. Check this out. Check it out. This is the bottom line. This is the bottom line. You gotta talk about the Patriots as one of the best franchises in all sports. You know why? Man, look who Tom Brady throwing to.
Nobody.
He throwing, look, I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. He throwing a Chris Hogan. Who are you? Julian Edelman. Who are you?
Malcolm Floyd.
Michael Floyd didn't play. He threw the
Mitchell.
Danny Amendola. Who are you?
Wes Welker.
Think about his first Super Bowl.
Deion
Jermaine
Brand.
Wiggins, Deion Brent. Like, dog, come on, bro.
Teddy
He made
Troy
Teddy
Brown.
Bruschi. He made Teddy Bruschi look like Dick Buckus. So come on, man. You got to talk about the Patriots as probably the best franchise in the 21st century, bro. I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Saints fan all day and tomorrow. But you got to talk about the Patriots. They got if you're not putting them in the discussion, you're bad. You're bad.
You gotta give it.
My thing, I like the
You're
Spurs.
bad.
We have an action?
Look.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, look, I'm from Homer, Louisiana. And look, we don't care how we get the win. As long as we get it. As long as we get it. As long as we get that win.
Hey, look, you got some Jefferson Parent people right here, too. Hey, we understand what you say.
It's something in that water down there in Boston.
Man, look.
Something in that water down there in Boston, man. I
This-
gotta get to Boston. I gotta get down into Massachusetts.
this-
And look, we got somebody down there in Boston right now from New Orleans. DeJean Giroux from McDonald 35. We gotta give him a shout out, man. He been balling this shit for you, man. Been balling. I think he averaging like 19 a game, 5 assists, 8
He
rebounds.
doing his thing in UMass.
Huh?
He doing his thing.
He doing the thing at UMass, you know what I'm saying? They got him on some mock drafts right now. True freshman. McDonald 35.
I say you got to give it to the Patriots off of this single fact. There's only two constants there. Belichick
Brady.
and Brady.
Right.
That whole team. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Falk was an important piece.
Karen Crew.
You know what I'm saying? You think about like Troy Brown, playing both sides of the ball.
Charles Brown.
You know what I'm
Charles
saying?
Brown wouldn't have even made a team nowhere
I'm
else.
saying,
But Belichick made him look like a a dime a dozen.
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Deion Branch.
David
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You saw when he went to Seattle, went for the money.
And
He
look
looked
what
bad.
happened. You know what I'm saying? He came back.
He looked bad for
And
Seattle.
he
He looked
came
bad.
back. You know what I'm
Came
saying?
back.
But you know what I'm saying? Is that whole group keeps changing.
Ty Law.
The-
Ty Law looked good for the Patriots. Ty Law went to the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't know who he is.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't
He
hear from him no
rejuvenated
more.
himself with the Jets a little bit.
Look,
No.
Patrick Chung.
Yeah, I'm about
Patrick
to say,
Chung went to the Eagles. He was bad.
Came back.
He was
Came
bad.
back.
He was bad.
The only person on that defense that left and still was balling was Lawyer Malloy. That's it.
Yeah, because we signed to Bucky Jones and he was horrible. That was the worst signing ever.
We gave him some money too.
Jones?
We gave him some money too.
We made
Got
Bucky
some
Jones
money,
the
too.
highest safety in the league at the time.
Yeah.
Willie McGinnis went to the Raiders. He wasn't the same
Hey, look,
Willie.
We could put Reeves in there
They
too.
did it. We'll talk about that in a second.
The Real Reeves came that 1 year, looked good. When he went to the Jets, he was bad. He was bad.
Got him a championship.
Got him a championship. He looked bad after that. I'm
but
just saying.
That's all he wanted. That's all he
saying.
wanted. He wanted that
I'm just
ring.
saying.
And you know
I'm
what
just saying, somebody when you leave that Patriots organization, you look bad.
You gotta
From
give it
Reeves
to him.
Island to Reeves Plantation.
You know what I'm saying?
So who are you a fan of? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All right.
You all right with it?
We all right. You all right.
with
All right,
that?
so let me ask you. Yeah, you bad. Hey, y'all bad. The Ravens, you a Ravens fan?
Watch next year.
Man, wait till Romo come back. We gonna be winning. Oh, look, we got Dak now. We got Dak. Hey, Drew Brees don't miss games.
That's the red button. That's the red button. That's the red button right there. That's the red button right there. That's like, hey.
Black hole love right
Hey,
there.
that one like talk about his mama.
Black hole
That one like
right
talk about his mama.
I got
know?
Tom Brady up there.
You know what I'm saying? But look,
Brady the best quarterback ever.
one day.
Quarterback, yes. Best
Best quarterback.
yeah, hands
Don't
down.
say player.
Player.
Fred, don't say player. Don't say player.
Quarterback, hands down. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Since we on the Patriots, we gotta talk about this situation that is starting to get some notoriety now.
Right.
Traditionally, the winner of the professional sports is tradition that you go to the White House, you present
Oh,
the
man.
president with the jersey,
and trophy.
and you take the team pictures. Now, the controversy is people, which is true. The Patriots went a couple of years ago when Obama was still in the office. Brady wasn't there.
What was Brady's reason for not going?
He didn't have.
He never came with a reason.
All
right.
Yeah, I'm Tom Brady. I don't need no
All right.
damn reason.
All right.
He just didn't go.
All right.
Now you have Martellus Bennett,
Devin McCourty.
Devin McCourty, and they said Malcolm Butler was one of the ones saying that they're not gonna go. Is this a good move for? Is this a good move for the way that sports going?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this is how I feel, man.
It's not.
You got a right to
Stop.
do whatever you want to do. That's not in your contract. If you don't want to go to the White House and shake Donald Trump's hand, you don't have to go.
Right.
That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady ain't go.
Right.
Tom Brady ain't go. So why we gotta fault Martelli Bennett and Devin McCourty?
I'm kind of on both sides of the fence with this.
I think it's a bad idea.
One side of the fence.
I think it's a horrible idea.
One side of the fence. I'm like, you know what? This is what our armed forces fight for: the freedom of speech. You have free will to do within the rights of law. But then I look at what is the black community going to do right now? Is this the way you want to set an example? Because I can flip the script.
Man.
And I want you to come to the mic. I want you to come to the mic.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, come to the mic, cause I'm gonna
Hey,
tell you, bro.
'cause see,
I hate when people pull that race card. I don't like when people pull that race card.
Anyway.
I wasn't going with that. I wasn't going. This is what I was saying. This. what was said, and it made me think. I know you don't like to use it, but you got young black men looking up to you. Even though you didn't sign up to be the role model, but in essence you are the role model. So what you showing this generation is you could either turn cheek and not give and not use the platform the way that they want, or you can take the Malcolm X, Martin Luther, George Washington Carver, Thurgood Marshall,
Rosa Parks.
You know what I'm saying? You can take that route and say, look, like we say, I want you to elaborate more on it because I want to see like I'm stealing your idea because you gave me some great insight.
When it's all said and done, we live in a time where, as black men, if you have a platform, you have to be careful how you use your
it.
platform.
Exactly.
Now, this is my idea, and this is just how I stand and how I feel about
And
it.
mind y'all that he's a former he's
I'm a
a
retired Marine. I did 2
Okay.
years in the Marine Corps, so
Okay.
when I use my platform and I use my words, and I have other African American brothers that's going to listen to what I'm saying,
Right.
you're entitled to do what you want to do. Because
Correct.
you have that freedom of speech.
Right.
You can protest how you want.
Right.
But you all got to think about it. We live in an era in the community right now, we're worried about right now, like longevity impact. If they don't want you, you're saying that I'm not going to the White House because I don't feel welcome there. I don't feel like it's for me or whatever the case may be. Well, by not going to the White House, you're giving them what they want because they don't want you there. And if you're going to use your platform, I would be forcing Robert Kraft to say, well, if you're saying you're the person, you're a team, you're for your team, your players and all this other stuff, then I should be presenting Donald Trump or President Trump with the jersey. You know what I'm saying? No, it's
President Trump.
you're President Trump
President
because
Trump.
you know what? The thing of it is, we got to get to a point. We tell our kids, you got to be better than people that treat you horrible. You can't. And in a certain time, we talk about this cycle in the black community.
You gotta do it.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to break it.
You gotta do it.
Somebody got to break it. I mean, think about it. We always talk about Black History Month. We talk about Martin Luther King and all these. They went places that no one wanted them to be at. So,
Exactly.
and see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, somebody has to be the eyeball because if we keep treating them like they treat us, then who really is the bad person? I tell people all the time, when it came to President Obama, I didn't agree with all his policies, but that was my commander-in-chief, and I followed his laws.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So now I said something on Facebook, and I challenge people with this here. If you spoke out against President Obama on his policies and all that, we all should be speaking out as military people against Donald Trump because he's put us in a worse position with this ban.
Correct.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't just sit up here and say, that's not my president, because he is your president, whether you like it or not. Use your platform to say, okay, you called out President Obama. Where are these people that talked about him putting us in a bad spot? Now we got to call him out because we took the oath to defend his Constitution and everything against foreign and domestic.
Right.
And domestically, he's putting us in a bad spot.
Right.
So if you're going to use your platform, you go to the White House.
Right.
You shake his hand. You know what I'm saying?
And let him let you visible.
But
Let me ask you
now
this.
this is my question
Let
to
me
you.
ask you this.
So when you go to the White House and you shake his hand, how far do you take it though once you're there? Like, well, you don't embarrass, and I don't want to sound racist, these white boys, these white people that's on your team. How do you go there and don't make them feel offended?
Well, this is the thing. This is not about offending anyone.
Right.
You feel offended probably because
You're in the wrong.
You in the wrong. Your mindset and all that. If you're a good-hearted person, whether you be Christian, Muslim, whatever the case may be, whatever your religion is, and you stand for something positive and you're united and all this other stuff, then no one should feel out of place.
Right.
Matter of fact, your partner, your teammates ought to be encouraging you, saying, no, you need to go make a stance. You need to go shake and force President Trump and expose him for who and what he is.
But let me ask you this: with today's
He making some
age
great
that
points.
we-
He making some
that-
great points.
With today's age that we in, with social media is such a powerful tool, couldn't let's say all of the people who don't want the people on the pages who don't want to go see Trump, couldn't let's say they stage like a podcast or do something like outside the gates. Let's say they're in the area but they're not there. Would that make just as much of as much of a powerful statement saying like we don't agree with the views that you got the country going, the only reason why we here is because of sports. We won the championship,
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reason alone you should go.
And
You
that's
won the
another
game.
Yeah, and that's another platform in itself. So everybody's gonna be watching, and everybody will be. Now that I put the word out that I'm Martellus Bennett, I'm not gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be looking, where's Martellus Bennett? And instead of being at the White House, I just do my own podcast and show and say and state why and what has to change for me to win the next championship, for me to show up.
Okay, I'll tell you that. Let me answer this here. We have social media where everybody's saying this is not my president. You have everybody saying we're marching, we're doing all these things, we're speaking. we're doing all this here, and that's fine and dandy. But at some point, you have to shine a light on evil, and you have to embrace that. So by doing a podcast and doing all these things, that's fine. But at some point, you have to go where it's not comfortable. And the only way you're going to make your breakthrough is once you go somewhere where you're not comfortable. You have to disturb that ground. Because it's easy to go over here and make podcasts. It's easy to go over here and do all the things because you feel comfortable. And it's feel good to you. You have to go where it's not comfortable. Once you start doing things that's not comfortable, and once you start testing and pushing your limits, because see, you don't become great just by being normal. You become great by going past what you mentally think. When you start testing, your mind gets strong, your body will follow. Don't just let your body control your mind control your body. So once you mentally become strong and you start doing things on the next level and start thinking about your kids, and when they look back and say, you know what, he didn't want to be there, but he willed himself to be there and made this happen. I think that's the important thing.
I think the mindset he got, I think that's the mindset a lot of us African Americans need to take. Now, my question is to you: when your teammates are like, man, like say if you come out, you go to the White House and you speak out,
okay,
how you feel? But you got your white teammates that's like, what that's all about? How do you address that to keep unity in your locker room?
Let me ask you this question: when you go to work, are you worried about when your light bill paid if your homeboy is good?
No.
Are you worried about the managers when your kids come to ask you, Daddy, why they call me a nigga?
No.
You know what I'm saying? We're there to do a job. Our job was to win. How I use my platform, if you don't feel comfortable, you can speak to me about it, but that's not going to deny me from using my platform.
So we could take this back to the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Okay.
So because I heard some NFL players come on and say, well, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to miss out on any endorsements, which is money for your family. So that's a fine line. It's like, man, I wanna stand for this, but I kind of want to get an endorsement. So
I'm cutting into my pocket.
Well, here's where the bigger difference is at. Like for example, when it comes down to the Super Bowl champion, to me, as of right now, you're still a team.
Yeah.
You're still a unit. And for people who don't know, Tom Brady did not show up a couple years ago for President Obama, which I think is just outright disrespectful.
It is.
At the end of the day, you're still a team at this present moment in time. Now, come March 3rd, when the league year starts, I think it's March 3rd, you're not a team anymore. This is going to be a new season. It's over. This is the last thing for you guys to do as a team. And I think it's very important that if the team can be there. Now, granted, if somebody's having a kid or something, family's in the hospital, I got that.
That's different.
That's different. But right now, just not to go, it's a disrespect to your teammates. Because y'all put it all on the line to go out here and win this championship. And everybody knows what this is. When you win the Super Bowl, you go attend the White House. It ain't mystery. You go to Disney World and you attend the White House. Everybody know what it is. Now, if you don't want to attend Disney World, that's your business. That's a personal thing. But this is about honoring for the work that y'all put in. And not to attend, in public, not to say I'm not going to attend is to me disrespectful.
But see,
Okay, so wait. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
So going to the White House is a team thing. That's what you're telling me, right?
That's what.
Right. So we're a team, right?
We're a team.
Oh, okay. Then why is it that if this is a team, when something affects the black community and affects your teammate, then Tom Brady ain't sitting out there talking about we're a team and let me help you out.
Well, if I say
if this is a team, like you say,
because it's not the team that he playing for at the end.
And it goes back to my statement again to you about, okay, are you worried about that, or are you worried about
paying your light bill?
Paying the light bill.
But now let me ask you this. But let me ask you this. So
I want to answer the question about the endorsement too.
Right. So if your wife at home, and she's like, babe, don't go speak out because we got Under Armour, we got Dasani water. They want to give us endorsement, but if you go speak out about this situation, we're gonna lose. We're not gonna get this endorsement. Babe, don't go do that.
Okay.
How you handle that situation?
To me, I'd be like, you know what that endorsement's like? That endorsement's like your federal income taxes. That's like your state return. That's just bonus money. you live off what you make, what your job is.
Football.
And if you telling me that you living beyond your means and that you're willing to sacrifice your soul for some money, then I don't need you standing beside me. That's just how it is.
See, I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just me.
Just
I
think about
respect
it.
that.
At a certain
I
point,
respect that.
we sit around talking about we grown men.
Right.
We talking about I'm real. We talking about all these things. But I made a post and I said, if you're not willing to die for your opinion, then what are you speaking on?
Right.
You can tell me all you want,
Right.
but if you're not willing to die for your opinion or your principle, not enough people live by principle. We live by what people think of us.
Right.
Correct.
Perception.
I live by my principle. My principle won't change, and I can't sell my soul, my principle, for no one.
Right.
All right, guys. We appreciate that, man.
Right. Man, hey, listen.
gotta get ready.
Hey, we need to follow this guy on Facebook. Hey, for real. Hey, whatever your Facebook is, I need to follow you. Let me know before I leave, bro.
All right,
Bruh.
listen, guys. We
Bruh.
gotta take our next break, and we'll be back here. This is FanView, where real fans talk sports on the New Orleans Talk Network.
Yeah. Turn down for what? Yeah. Turn down for what?
Let's go. New Orleans Talk Network. This is FanView with Real Fan Talk Sports, and we're back at it. Going back to the last stretch. You know how we do, and we're chilling after dark at the After Dark 1419 LaPel Cove. You feel what I'm saying? Free seafood.
419
Yeah, I
Falco
know.
Boulevard.
Oh, excuse me. Y'all know I ran when I've been stuttering. I get my words confused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't
you
gonna
know
cut
what I'm
it.
saying? You know, hey man, hey bro, y'all know me. I'm a stutter, bro. You know we got our words mixed up.
Man, people's good people, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight time.
People's
stutter,
good
you know
people,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Boss
I've been
for
to
peoples,
speech
man.
therapy, people. So we gonna
Boss for peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boss for my dog.
But big shouts out to After Dark
Most
Sports Bar.
definitely,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
Most
Y'all showing love
You
over
know,
here, man.
located here, 419, like Pat said, in the Palco Boulevard here on the West Bank. Look, Thursday nights, free seafood. $6, $7 mixed drink special, baby. Fridays, we got 3-for-1 drinks, happy hours. Saturdays, open to all parties. You know, get in touch with it at www.afterdarksportsbar.com. On Sundays, it's old school Sundays, and Mondays, we got steak and oysters, baby. And don't forget,
steak and oysters.
steak and
or
oysters.
charbroil?
You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, before you even walk into After Dark Sports Bar, you know, we got our charbroil oysters going live outside. And big shout out to the DJ T, you know, on the ones and twos tonight. You know,
Right.
go. Ready. Look, he got the. You can hear the music in the background. He ready to cut up. Even though he got the cowboy hat on.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, man.
You got a little hand with the cowboy hat tonight.
Man, I got a little itch coming up on me, man, with all these Raiders and Cowboy fans in here, but
They in the building. They full
in
effect.
the building, man.
You know, you
Talking about Marcus Allen and Tony
saying?
Dorsett.
We need to get some raid
I
spray.
gotta watch these people, man.
Well, listen, guys, we're gonna dive in this last part of the show right quick. I really want to get to this topic. It's really, kind of like important to me. We talking a little LSU. One of the things I really want to know isn't LSU, if people don't know, has fired 2 positional coaches this past week, right after the National Signing Day. Soon the players decided to commit to the school. They fired 2 positional coaches down here in Louisiana. The question is this: is LSU in danger of losing major recruits in the future due to how they poorly handle firing these coaches? They fired a former Edna Carr coach. I think it was Jabbar
Jalou. Get him right. Get him right.
Jalou. I want to make sure I pronounce it correct.
Jabbar Jalou.
Jabbar Jalou, who's a high school coach of Edna Carr back in 2012. Did an amazing job. With Edna Carr, turning the program around.
Went to La Tech.
Then went to La Tech. And became a position coach there before he went to LSU.
No, he went to Texas.
He was at Texas Tech for like a week.
For like a week.
And then like 2 weeks.
Pit stop to Texas Tech.
His number was called.
Contract was signed, baby.
Hey, look, that's like saying you get fired nowhere. If you had a job for like a week, you can't count that as
Hey,
you put that in your resume.
When you're a high commodity, man, that's what happens.
It's on his resume. When you look him up, it's on the resume. Even though it's
If you got fired from a job in a week, you don't put it on your
he
resume.
didn't get fired though. That's the thing.
Get fired. Well, you got
Cleveland like this, man.
You gotta.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Clip Clean Barrel with like this. Man, the people offer you $280,000.
Man,
You better go ahead and take that money.
man, let's say,
Go ahead and take that money.
How much?
Life-changing money, man.
Hey, what's happening, big boy?
Look, I just want to say this about we've been covering these kind of issues on FanView for a while now back, when I was sitting on the microphone. My gripe with all institutions that generate so much revenue, especially with the TV contracts these days, is this. And I really talk to a lot of parents about this. When these people come knocking on your doors, when these people come sitting on your couch, you make them give back to the recreation program, booster clubs in that community where they grew up at. And, we won't be struggling in our recreation programs. Now, this whole little controversy that's going on with LSU and the coach being fired and all this, when there's smoke, there's fire. And they're not going to give us the real story behind what's going on.
Exactly.
And they're going to try to sugarcoat it and make it seem like, okay, the coach got fired, so now the other coaches have a problem with it. But the real problem is this. Y'all ain't giving back. None of y'all giving back. And nobody is trying to get with the real coaches who's bringing this gripe and talking about this and ask them what's going on. You know who they going to? They going to John Curtis. They going to John Eric. They going to the Algiers teams that just won the Super Bowl. These coaches are not, the
State championship.
State championship.
Right.
These coaches are not, they don't want to be part of this controversy, so they're going to downplay it. But the real story is this. LSU, Alabama, Mississippi State, Texas, none of them give back to recreation. None of them give to our local booster clubs. I think parents ought to get more involved with these schools and tell them, if you want my child, the only way you're going to get my child if you give back to the community where he came from. I'm Bank Boy Recite. Now I'm the producer. I used to be a host on FanView.
The producer.
I got something to say. I gotta say something. You remember back in the day, they used to have all them non-programs for the kids? What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? They used to have basketball games and all that for the kids. I used to miss my little job. Working with the little kids, taking them to the show and all that. What happened to that? They talking about they ain't got no funds to do it. To tell you the truth, I think they taking the money in their pocket and putting it in their pocket because some people are greedy in the world. They need to bring back the Nords and all that. That's all they need to bring back.
Yeah.
And they wonder why the kids killing up each other because they ain't got nothing to do.
Exactly right.
That's a great point. That's a great point. But I'm gonna say, and it's a touchy subject for me.
I know you're real close. You're real close to in the car, and
I'm real close to this situation that's going on, man. And I'm gonna tell you, what happened with Jabbar Jalou? He got a raw deal. It ain't no secret. But in this business, it's a rough business. You gotta have thick skin when it's going down like that. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this: that with these high school coaches, 80 mile radius of LSU, talking about putting a boycott on with not allowing their players to go play at LSU and get scholarship. Are they wrong for that? How can you blame them? You know why? Because a lot of these people got ties to Jabbar Jalou.
Yeah. And the morning
I put it on Facebook. It's one band, one song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that's my brother, and I feel like he got a raw deal, guess what? I'm going to ride with him. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about how you do things. You can't do things ignorantly. You got to do things according to the process and do things the right way. And I just feel like what these high school coaches got to realize is it's a business.
That's it.
It's a business.
It's a business.
And I don't think Jabbar Jalou deserved to get his job taken from him, and now he's out. He's now there at Texas Tech. But it's a business. But I'll tell you what, going forward, I would hold LSU accountable, and I wouldn't be so much prone to allow my kids to go there on a visit or shoot my kids to LSU because at the end of the day, Frank Wilson is probably like one of the most iconic figures to come out of New Orleans as far as recruiting wise.
Right.
And I'm not gonna repeat exactly what Frank Wilson has said, but Frank Wilson, he feels some type of way about the way LSU has handled things. You know what I'm saying? So that just let me know that we gotta watch, what we sending our kids and be more involved in the process and not just be quick to take $1 or just be quick to let somebody come persuade us to do something that we don't even know nothing about. And I'm talking about LSU in that instance.
But see, this is my thing. This is my thing. First and foremost, I can understand if you're mad. As a coach, I can understand you're mad. But your thing as a high school coach, if I'm a parent, I'm mad at both sides. How you gonna tell me where my kid can't go?
True.
How you gonna tell me where my kid can't go? You not the guardian. I'm the guardian. How you gonna tell me?
If my son go to LSU,
I'm mad that my boy got fired, so I'm not gonna let LSU come in and talk to your son. I wish you would. I wish you would. You know what I'm saying? That's my kid. Your job as a coach is first get this kid to graduate. Help him get to the next level. Now, just because he don't want to go to your school, the school that you more comfortable with, he feel like this is the best place for him. What? Why? Well, you know they gave my homeboy a bad deal, so they gonna give you a bad deal.
Right.
That's not what you supposed to make sure that this kid graduates. Make sure that he has everything.
Right.
That he takes his ACT. That he got his financial aid together. That he's passed through the clearinghouse. And you supposed to make sure that no matter what, he can come and say, Coach, I want to play for DeBride. Boy, you're a 5-star athlete. Coach, I don't care, man. You seen that girl that was on DeBride? I want to play for DeBride. All right, well, look, if you want to go to DeBride, I'm going to get you to DeBride. And that's what you're supposed to do as a coach. You're not supposed to let your feelings get involved. Because guess what? Most of these coaches around here, they didn't even go to LSU. Right. They didn't even go to, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, Southern will be packed with the top talent. Grambling will be packed with the top talent. These are what 90% of these high school coaches in this area went to. So why, if that's the case, if you're so mad about that situation, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing is college football is a business.
Right.
And that's my thing.
It's good business and bad business, but at the end of the day, it's a business. That's the raw deal.
I think what a lot of coaches' gripes are is the fact that you waited to after National Signing Day to make this decision.
But that's what it always happens.
But I can understand.
It's
like Black Friday in the NFL.
Right.
The season over, we cut coaches.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. But when you got some of these young kids who, when it comes down to recruiting, for some people who really don't know, some of these coaches, these recruiting coaches, are the reason why some of these kids go to these programs.
Right.
And you just, Mr. Jabbar, he recruited four of these guys to go to LSU.
Racing McMahon. Racing McMahon. Racing McMahon would not be at LSU.
It would not be at LSU.
If it wasn't for Jabbar Jalou.
That's my
I'm
point.
telling you, I don't have to get that from nobody. I know that for a fact.
And
Racing
that's
McMahon would not be at LSU if it wasn't for Jabbar Jalou.
knew that, and he said this, I want Racing McMahon.
Okay,
I'm not going to fire this man until I get Racing McMahon.
Ogeron lied. Racing McMahon.
And that's bad for business.
Right. Racing McMahon.
And for who business though? For who business? Because if that goes on a lot and all the time, then that's a part of business.
Yeah, it's the norm.
If that's the norm, that's a part of business. Then you gotta respect business.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's not the first time that it happened. It won't be the last time it happened.
And then that's business, bro. You gotta respect it as business.
Me and my partners, we in a group text, and we were just talking about, steering all the top. All it's gonna take is a top ranked player to do it. Yeah. If you get a top ranked player to go to LSU, not LSU, go to HBCU like Southern Grambling, TSU, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Tuskegee. You get one top ranked player to do it.
Go to FAMU.
It's gonna start a trend.
If it ain't Braves, we don't want it. If it ain't all
FAMU homecoming is incredible. FAMU homecoming is incredible. That's one of the best homecomings I've ever been in my life.
You must have been to all.
It's gonna take alumni.
You must have been to all.
And powerful alumni and powerful boosters to be able to get that done some things.
But this,
you know how you done did some things.
Boy, y'all did some things in the air, boy.
But this is the thing, G. If this was 10 years ago, Randy Moss would be that kid in HBCU.
And
when he got in trouble when he was redshirt at Florida State. He got in trouble. He could wait first. He couldn't even.
No, he was going to Notre Dame first.
Yeah, he couldn't accept his house.
He got messed up at Notre Dame. And Lou Holtz referred him to Florida State.
He had the red shirt. That was the deal. Right. He got in trouble with the red shirt. When he went to Marshall was a Division I AA, which is what the SWAC is. So if they would have had a black college football team in that area,
like Howard,
that you know that
Howard homecoming serious too.
Howard, Fort Valley, Savannah State. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in that
Man, P Diddy ain't gonna never let Howard homecoming.
You know what I'm saying? If he, you know what I'm saying? But that
P Diddy make sure Howard homecoming go down.
That was your first chance of a high profile player.
Right.
Going
to
I mean,
one
you
of the
see it
schools.
now, but it's like they're not the high folk. You know what I'm saying? Like Isaiah Correll going to Alabama State.
Right.
What? He got in trouble at Georgia.
He got in trouble at Georgia.
Hold on, let me shout out Isaiah Correll.
And then he went to
he signed with my partner for Universal Sports.
You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? Then they went
Got
to
a payday coming
then
up.
he went to Alabama State. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, if
Janoris Jenkins went to
they
North
would
Alabama.
push this, the SWAC wouldn't be their fallback. Because if you check the SWAC history, you talking about somebody that put out Walter Payton, Cornelius Williams, Jackie Slaughter, Jerry Rice,
Steve McNair.
Jimmy
Jerry
Smith,
Rice.
Torrance Small. You know, I can go on and on. But if that shouldn't be your back burner school. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing my high school coach told me, if you're good, you can go play for the University of Deaf and the Blind, and they'll find you.
Lighthouse of the Blind. Lighthouse of the Blind.
They'll find you, boo.
If you good,
That's
they will
one thing
find
for sure.
you.
They'll
You know what I'm
find you,
saying?
boo.
Look, they find
Khalil Mack.
if they can find
University of
Jerry Rice,
Buffalo.
if they can find Jerry Rice with no social media in Itabena, Mississippi, they can find you anywhere. And if y'all never been to Mississippi Valley, let me tell you,
Ain't nothing there.
ain't nothing there. They still got a cotton gin. You know what I'm saying? That's just.
But that's my gripe, man. If for these coaches to just feel like, you know what, I want my recruits and I want my players coming here, and all of a sudden I'm gonna go ahead and fire the guy who helped these guys get to these programs a day later, and they know it. They know it's coming. They know it.
Hey, man, why you put that out there? Why you put that out there? Why you put that out there? Don't put that somewhere. Don't put that somewhere. Don't put that somewhere. Oh man. Oh man. Don't put it somewhere.
Hey,
Don't
I
put it
know
somewhere.
I'm gonna be at come November.
I respect that though. Hey,
I know exactly what I'm gonna be at come November.
Real talk. Just think about if Leonard Fournette went with the Southern or Grambling.
Oh, why not all
He
call?
didn't know what with the Grambling or Southern.
All call.
Racing man. Any of them HBCUs.
All calling, baby.
Hey, listen, because I'm big on this. Listen, the TV networks would have followed them people.
Yes.
Look,
That's
look,
where
black-
the money
and then the money would have came.
money.
And then the money would have came.
Black college football would have
Speedy
came
would
back.
have went to Southern or Grambling, we got in more trouble than he got in up.
He in trouble now. He in trouble now.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I mean, look, him and Gerald be out there together in trouble.
Gerald Willis.
Where
Cut
he
it
at?
up.
Where he at? In trouble again.
But all it take for some of them HBCUs.
It takes one.
Alumni and boosters that's wealthy and powerful to
get
come
one
through
of
and
his
make this
kids.
happen. It can happen.
Yeah.
All it gonna take is listen. I'm gonna
it
tell you
takes
something.
one.
I'm gonna tell you something. All it take is one top ranked player to start the tree,
Yeah.
and that'll happen.
Or what they
All
can
all
do
it take is one.
or what they
All it
can
take
do
is
it.
one. And I would love to see that happen because now that freshman year, it's gonna be bad. But see that sophomore and junior year, they can schedule people like LSU, Oklahoma, Houston, and
give
play them
them-
people,
and
and
give
they're
them
gonna
run for their
generate
money.
revenue
You right about
and
that?
all kind of things. And the TV network's gonna come because they're gonna want to see where the best players going.
Right.
It ain't no secret. And like I said, I hate to keep saying it, but I gotta say it because I don't want nobody to think I'm a racist. But I'm not.
It is what it is, you know.
I'm not. Look. I'm not a
I'm not
racist.
handling you, you know
What
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
is, I'm just keeping it real. Nobody want to see a team full of all white players, and that's just real.
No, first of all, you ain't gonna have it in football.
I don't
because
wanna see
they can't
it.
play in position. Let's get something straight. You ain't seen no white corners.
All I'm saying,
That's dead.
if we go on Alabama team, you take Eddie Jackson, Scarborough, Jalen Hurts, the list goes on and on. You take some of them players away, man. What is Alabama really doing?
Nothing.
If you take Leonard Fournette away from LSU, what are they really doing?
Well, they got Jice.
Guys, you take guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Dice.
You take some of these players away, what they really doing? But then you put them in HBCU.
But see, but you know what? Also, You gotta think. You gotta support your own. Remember, it used to be a time where BET used to have the black college football game in the week. You ain't got that no more. So the only way
You need money, man.
The only way you
Need money behind it.
The only way you'll get that is if CST pick up a game, or and that's just in this area. Or you at the game yourself. That's the only way you'll get it.
But sometimes, even if these high school athletes would commit to a team like, let's say, Grambling or Southern, something like that, the problem that you're having is he wants to develop himself. And a lot of times,
The facility's bad.
The facilities are bad.
Facility's
so if he
bad.
goes to those small
But
division schools,
look,
he's not
if
to
you-
develop himself.
that's why
He
I
may
go-
be a good, decent college football player, but he's not the prospect coming out if he went to LSU or Alabama.
But that's why-
and that's where the real problems come in.
But that's
If
why I
he went
say.
to Alabama,
That's why I say.
he's
That's
the
why I
prospect
say.
he needs
That's
to
why I
be.
say. Right. But that's why I say. If you take
But the
a
kid
strong
ain't playing
alumni
ball. He looking at his
and a
opportunity.
strong and somebody that has wealth, they got money behind it. Put some money toward them facilities.
Yeah.
Get them facilities built up. Now when you come on a visit, you like this. Oh, y'all. Right.
Is it-
Right.
Like,
You know why? You know why? You know why? You know why? Because it don't sell.
But see,
It don't sell.
But see,
It don't sell.
but
So
I
that's
don't
why
know.
I see it's gonna have to take. And see, I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
But see, I But see,
Right.
that's what I'm about to get to. I went to Alcorn. I'm an alumnus of Alcorn, but when I got there, Alcorn wasn't the greatest. But I watched Donald Driver come back. I watched Steve McNair come back. I watched Torrance Small come back. I watched Alex Haley's son, come back, and they donated so much money into that state. Now, next to Ole Miss and Mississippi State in Mississippi, Alcorn the best college, education and facility-wise in the whole state.
Yeah, but if I'm a high school five-star prospect, if I didn't grow up in Mississippi,
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would.
I'm not thinking of Alcorn as my opportunity of going
You
pro.
ain't got no. You would have FAMU. You would have FAMU. You would have. You would have Howard. You would have Arkansas Pine Bluff.
I messed up at LSU.
Man, that's a lot of different HBCUs you can go to.
And don't forget FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports,
Check,
every
check,
Thursday
check,
from
check,
6
check,
to 8
check,
p.m.
check,
on
And
our
our
Talk Network.
shows are FanView every Thursday for 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And live line.
Stutter boy.
That's our hip hop show. DJ Slick right here is our DJ on the live line. So y'all make sure Il Pin, he outside.
That's the host
Tuesday nights, the live line, we streaming live. We gonna work on getting the live line up in here too.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank After Dark Sports Ball for allowing us to come in and do the live stream,
Yes,
and we
sir.
will return. And entrepreneurs supporting entrepreneurs. That's what we all about.
Support your
So we
own.
gonna help this brother brand this free seafood. These drink specials in a very in the heart of Gretna over here. Well, I would say the downtown Gretna. We ain't uptown Gretna. We downtown Gretna. You heard me. But we appreciate everybody. I'm gonna let these fellas close the show out, and we'll get out y'all way so y'all can get to y'all seafood and stuff like that. Thank y'all for y'all support.
Hey, I got
Sound like on what's his name on Duck Comedy Jam?
Walt Lawrence.
Brazil. Oh, hey man, it sound like Simmons like that, boy.
Bless y'all good night.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Something else, Russell.
I got all time to tell you, man.
Give me fireworks.
Come on, say something, man. Y'all come up.
Hey.
Come on up here, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got.
Come on up here, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give a special shout out to Lester Wilson Jr., man. Hey, for real, he came on. And really educated us tonight and informed a lot of people.
Yes.
Hold up. We got a minute. Look at the marshals right there, y'all.
And they sizzling.
Boy, that's if I answer. That's if I answer. Hey,
For me. For me.
you can have that.
Hey, look.
I can have that.
Hey, look, the Tri-Parents coming out.
That Todd Parrish coming out. Hold up.
Good. Ain't looking so good.
It's serious. It's serious. Oh my goodness.
It be like that
It's
sometimes.
serious.
Oh, I don't even.
It be like that.
Hey, they looking
sometimes.
good.
Don't be like that.
It be like that
Hey,
sometimes.
I gotta get a shot to my boy right here.
Hey, man. man, before we go, bro. Hey, next. Hey, man, the show has been on and popping since we got in and talking. Man, y'all see the seafood, man. Y'all see what's going on with New Orleans Talk Network and FanView. We appreciate everybody for coming out, blessing us with this good seafood, man. After dark, man, look, this how we doing it
Man, it's
from
going
Thursday
down,
night.
man. We got these oysters
You know
looking
what I'm
so
saying?
We gotta
This how we
get
doing
rid
it
of
after dark, man.
real quick.
We gotta get rid of close this on.
With the garlic bread.
Come on.
We gotta close this up. But I'll let us next Thursday from 6 to 8, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, go ahead.
Hey, man, once again, thank y'all. Thank you to New Orleans Talk Network, man, for coming out to After Dark Sports Bar.
man.
Appreciate y'all, man, coming out
appreciate
doing the
y'all.
show right here. Thank you to everybody that came out and supported. Check these guys out. Check these guys out online. They're on Facebook. They're online.
We on
Check
all
them out,
social
too.
medias.
YouTube, all kind of social media there. But, man, once again, man, your platform is beautiful, man. You had a great show, man. Thank you. Shout out to the owner, Dylan, man. He didn't want to get on camera right now, but give him a shout out for letting him use the place.
Yeah,
Thank y'all, man. See y'all next week.
See y'all next week.
Thank y'all.
Hey.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. Turn down for what?